Hello Moglets, today we're taking a look at two new heroes. The first one is being a top model LULUCA, which I can only assume is the Moonlight variant of LULUCA, and that's honestly pretty exciting for me because I love LULUCA. Of course, her being Moonlight makes it so where I probably won't get her, but let's check her out anyway. Here she is. She looks really nice as well.
This is just perfect.
Check out that ultimate animation. That's insane. Her design isn't too much different from her water variant, more just like a color change, but a couple different like accessories I guess as well. All around very nice. And based on that voice line, we can listen to that again.
Oh my gosh, did you want my auto? Wait, there's something on my clothes? No, I just bought these.
It kind of seems like right now she's a Tamarind Volume 2, but let's keep going. We'll go ahead and do the voiceover as well, I guess, but I'll probably have to be fast because they are going super fast with this for some reason. On another world in a different universe, if there is a designer who is able to create suits that can enhance the wearer's ability, and a model who is able to wear it, it's said that such a combination can bring out their maximum potential. A model who is able to become one with such a designer's suits will have access to the wealth of power afforded by the cosmos. After taking the wandering designer Lilibet's advice, LULUCA became the model that the wandering designer was searching for. Shortly after, Straze, the best designer in the universe, destroyed his home in order to achieve his goals. After finding out that Straze plans to use her friend and her former top model Roanna for his own ambitions, top model LULUCA decided to join Orbis Fashion Week in order to stop him and find Roanna. Okay, so can someone explain what that story was about? What was that? Straze designer? Whatever. Cool story, I guess. Hero introduction. So let's go look at the stat page real quick. She is a dark mage. Pretty high attack for a mage, honestly. Very nice speed. Ooh, 27 crit chance. That is awesome. All around, I really like her stats. I never cared too much about health and defense. I just love my deeps. So we're actually starting with skill 2 now, which is kind of weird for these videos, but okay. Maybe they do it so it makes sense as we go along. Manifest the suit's energy, increasing combat readiness of all allies by 10% and increasing attack of the caster for 2 turns. Grants the caster an extra turn. Okay, that actually sounds really nice already, considering she gives herself an extra turn. And she's self-sufficient in that she'll give herself an attack buff, so can do her ult or whatever. Once it's skill enhanced, that's a 15% combat readiness boost for all of her allies. It's not huge, but she gets an extra turn. And that 15% might be enough if you already have a decently fast team. Okay, it looks exactly like her water variant skill. Then we have skill 3, aka her ult. Transcends cosmic space to attack the enemy with dimensional energy before granting the caster stealth for 2 turns. When the enemy is defeated, inflicts extinction and decrease the caster's skill cooldown by 1 turn. Damage that increase proportional to the caster's speed. Oh, we got another extinction hero. Alright, skill enhances all damage except for a turn cooldown. I guess what else could it be? That definitely seems pretty nice. Let's just hope the multipliers are good. If they are, cool. Another extinction user. I don't know if we really need more extinction users, but more the merrier, I guess. And especially if it's on top model LULUCA. Gotta get it, but it's Moonlight, so probably not. Here we go. We can see a little bit of action here. If these videos are all consistent, we should be able to get a good idea. Holy hell, 28k? Yeah, I mean, if these videos are consistent, like, if they all have generally the same gear and everything, because 28k is like, I think the biggest number I've ever seen on one of these videos, so that must mean her multiplier should be decent. Guess we'll have to wait and see for sure though, but that's also a defense broken Riolet, so... And finally we have skill 1, Energy Blast. Uses the suit's energy to attack the enemy when used on the caster's turn, has a 40% chance to grant an extra attack with the same skill. Okay, so that's just like Water LULUCA's exclusive equipment. When the enemy is not an elite or boss monster, damage sharing effects are ignored. What? That is a pretty OP basic attack. Seriously, on basic? And if it's anything like Water LULUCA's, that's going to be strong. Hopefully they'll demonstrate it. Soulburned. Okay. I mean, yeah, 40% is not a bad amount of chance there. Oh! What? What? Soulburn increases the effect chance to 100%? I didn't even see the Soulburn. Damn, that basic attack is OP. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to say. I also said Hufina was OP just based on paper, but turned out to not really be that OP. So I'm kind of trying to be more careful with these prejudgments, but you know, she did hit that Ruel, not defense broken, for 9k twice, completely ignoring those 2 tanks. And their damage mitigation, I guess if one of them has Arius or whatever other passive skills. Okay, but yeah. I mean, she's a Moonlight 5-star, she has to be strong, right? Wow, 100% chance for an extra basic. And again, if she has multipliers even similar to normal LULUCA, her basic can hit like a truck. And she should have, she's the Moonlight version. She should be better, right? So first impressions, she does sound amazing. Basically, you can guarantee doing 2 of her basics at once while ignoring Arius and any other passives. You can inflict extinction with her single target ult, which looked powerful, even though it was on a defense broken Rylet that didn't evade. Ultimately, these are just first impressions and we'll have to wait and see. They did, however, announce another new hero, and this is ERVALEN. Maybe he's called ERVALEN, maybe we'll see. And I believe this is a male character.
You feel humiliated?
The illegitimate son of Lafundo's previous king, Tarmin, and his concubine. It's hard to tell what he's hiding behind his kind smile. I mean, those eyes do not look that kind, honestly. I mean, his like default profile picture over here looks innocent enough, but then yeah. That's a pretty cool ult though. Let me go back for that voice line.
Tell me what you desire, and I will give it to you. In return, you will become my sword, unquestioning and unyielding.
Kinda sounds like one of those evil soul contractors. Let's go ahead and voice over his story. The son of the previous king Tarmin and his concubine Camellia. Camellia always believed that she would be cast off and tried to use her son's position in the kingdom to solidify her position. She constantly pushed ERVALEN, crossing into abuse, which a young Schneel saw. Schneel pleaded for the young ERVALEN to be rescued from his abuse, and the princess, who was worried about Camellia and ERVALEN usurping Schneel's position, used this opportunity to remove Camellia. After learning that his mother had died in despair, ERVALEN vows to exact his revenge on Schneel for revealing the abuse he suffered, which caused his mother to be cast off. At first, ERVALEN's original plan was to take the throne from Schneel. However, when he learned that Schneel had no desire for power, he found the true weakness of Schneel, that he does not wish for those around him to be harmed. After discovering this fact, ERVALEN decided to use this information to get his revenge. Bruh, what? Alright, so this dude's actually evil. I mean, what the heck, all Schneel did was tell people about the abuse he was suffering. Maybe there's some other backstory I'm missing, but that seems like the normal thing to do, you know? It's like, hey, there's child abuse going on over here. Maybe you should stop it. I mean, I don't know if the results from effectively snitching on ERVALEN's mom was to be expected, but it seems to me that Schneel was just trying to help him. And now ERVALEN's gonna what? Just start killing everyone around him because that's what Schneel doesn't want to happen? Like, okay. Whatever, let's look at his stats. So he's an Earth Thief, 5-star, a little higher than average crit chance, kind of average speed for a thief, honestly. Health is a little higher than usual though. Let's see what they say, maybe I'm wrong. High attack and health? I thought attack was pretty average for a thief. Health is higher, yeah. See, now we're starting with skill 3, Heir to the Throne. Attacks the enemy with a sword, adopting a counter-attacking stance and granting a barrier to the caster for 2 turns. When the enemy's max health is greater than the caster's max health, damage dealt increases proportional to the difference up to a maximum of 60%. That is odd, I don't believe we have anyone else like this. Barrier strength increases proportional to the caster's attack. That does make a lot of sense since Epic 7 is kind of trying to counter their own meta with new heroes, it seems. And the meta kind of is still high HP bruisers. So like defense penetrating stuff and defense breaks are like not as effective because they just have a bunch of health. But this is kind of like a defense break, but like a health break. Okay, we can see here, he does have an attack buff, and he's going against a defense broken Ruel. But yeah, it wasn't bad. But yeah, I mean, some pretty good damage. That F Ceci also has a Arius, it looks like, so some pretty big damage. Oh yeah, and of course he has the counter-attacking there. It looks like he has a defense break on his basic as well. Then we have skill 2, Sword of Hatred. Attacks the enemy repeatedly and grants the caster immunity for 1 turn. And then we have this again, when the enemy's max health is greater than the caster's max health, combat readiness of the caster increases proportional to the difference. What? That's so weird. So if they have 30% higher max HP, I guess, is that how they calculate it? It's weird, but I'm gonna assume so for now. And yeah, you can get up to 30% combat readiness. That's so strange, but cool, I guess. Just don't build him with a lot of HP, I guess. We can see that here. So he's gonna jump back up, yeah, around there. So then we have his basic skill, Vengeance, rapidly attacks the enemy with a 35% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns, yeah. And that goes up to 50% with skill enhance. So, pretty nice. General basic attack. Defense down on basic is always cool. 50% for 2 turns is definitely not bad. Oh yeah, we'll also have a special artifact for him. Let's check that out. Double-edged decrescent. After attacking with a single attack, increases the caster's attack by 10% with a 30% chance to silence the enemy for a turn. The increased attack effect can stack up to 3 times. I don't know, it seems a little bit meh at the moment, like even at level max. You know, it's 30% attack increase after 3 turns. Definitely good, but then it has to be max, you know? So maxing out 1 card would be like 7.5, a little over 20% then. Doesn't seem overly broken or overly bad. It's just alright. October 15th. Hopefully his multipliers are good enough to actually take care of the bruisers and the tanks, because they are kind of running the world right now. We'll have to wait and see though. You know, just on paper it sounds like he should be able to, but on paper is rarely the truth. The full truth, so it's a bit hard to get too hyped before he's actually here, honestly. But make sure to tell me what you think about these 2 new heroes in the comments down below. Leaving a like on this video if you happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and if you want to actually have my videos pop up for you, go ahead and hit that bell icon as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.